Yes, so We4We Media, Frakas Fire. We're wrapping it up over here. Yeah, live and direct at the JFK airport in New York. I just landed a few minutes ago, and I received a few requests for me to make a video and talk about the pressing issues with Ihedioha and Peter Obi and a few other things. So, been busy, but I said let me pull over real quickly, still at the airport. But let me put out this video real quickly. We're talking about Peter Obi, but don't forget, in Imo State and Igbo land right now, there are about 4 super politicians that are very, very, very close to the grassroots. The grassroots love them, almost equally. But Peter Obi stands out. The 4 politicians right now: Peter Obi, Ihedioha of the PDP. Peter Obi is, of course, from the Labour Party. Ihedioha is of the PDP, and Uchonya from the PDP. Samdadi Anyanwu, former Senator Samdadi Anyanwu, PDP also, Imo State. So the grassroots love them almost equally. But Peter Obi stands out amongst all of them. Peter Obi is that untouchable that the youth and the grassroots movement will do anything to protect his image and also to make sure to see him win the presidency. They love Uchonya Agocha because of his stance with the militants back in the days in the Niger Delta, the way he speaks out on behalf of the Biafran causes. He stands up for them. He lets the Nigerian government know that asking for Biafra and a referendum is not a crime. And then, so he's endeared himself very much to the grassroots, and he became the SSG after Ihedioha Ihedioha became the governor. And even before that, there was an issue where Abga had tried to play him out. So he pulled away from Abga and went to the PDP and lined up with Ihedioha. So he has a lot of grassroots support from day one. He's from Obin's Owerri West local government in Owerri. So he grew up around Owerri, and a lot of people still love him up in the streets. Samdadi Anyanwu, even from the days before he became the local government chairman for Ihedioha local government, he's been loved over there. They'll do whatever for him. People are even saying stuff about Iwanyanwu using Samdadi to maintain his own street credibility. Samdadi had been a representative in Imo State House of Assembly. He's been a senator also, and all that. So Ihedioha also, people love him a lot too. They feel like, he was robbed when the Supreme Court took away the governorship from him and gave it to Hope Uzodimma. And they've been waiting for him to come back to that. Samdadi was supposed to be the governor before, but after the primaries, Ihedioha won the primaries in 2019 or 2018. And they're saying that Samdadi's group feel like he was robbed. They felt that Ihedioha, when he used to be the deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, he made a lot of contacts with the northern PDP elite, and they helped him rig Samdadi out of the election. So people are waiting for Samdadi to get his own justice, but Samdadi's justice is going to end up becoming clouded by the ambitions of Ihedioha, because they belong to the same party and they're both going to go for the same governorship come 2024. And again, when Samdadi was about to be the PDP secretary, Ihedioha and his own group kind of rebuffed that. They didn't want that because they felt that Samdadi was going to use his influence as the PDP secretary to get himself in a better position to win the primaries for 2024. So they kind of got him to agree to the fact that he's not going to run come 2024. But who are you to tell a man to get away from his ambition? That's kind of far-reaching in my opinion. So it's going to be very interesting. But of all this pack of people here, Peter Obi stands out because Peter Obi, people love him because of his sincerity, his good governance, why he was governor in Anambra, and all that stuff. So Peter Obi is like that saint that they never had. He's that untouchable. They don't want anybody to touch him. So if Ihedioha went to Accra and said some stuff about if you're not supporting Atiku, then you're Sabo, then he didn't mention Ihedioha by name, yes, but people are thinking that for what he was trying to say is that you got to support Atiku or you are a saboteur. And in Igbo land, the word saboteur is like, it hits the heart hard, especially after that civil war. During the civil war, if you're labeled a saboteur, you'll be killed easily, like without even being judged legally. But anyway, so that's what it was, and people are just going crazy. People are seeing people see the fact that Peter Obi has accepted the whole of Nigeria amongst the youth and amongst the common men. So they don't see why another politician should be trying to talk people out of supporting him. So my advice to Ihedioha, please talk about your candidate, Atiku. There's not wrong with that. You're a political party person. You're allowed to align with your political party. It's not about ethnocentrism. Nobody's playing ethnocentrism here. Love Ihedioha, love Atiku the way you want. Talk about him, praise him, highlight the good things that Atiku is doing or has done in the past. You can do all that without talking negatively about Peter Obi. So let's stay away from the campaign of negativity. Don't talk badly about Peter Obi, but talk positively more about the candidate Atiku. And I think that will help you preserve that grassroots that will support you when you go for governor. Because that same grassroots is the same grassroots that Peter Obi uses, same grassroots that's supporting Emeke Samdadi, same grassroots that's supporting Uche Onyagocha. So all these four politicians have to tread very carefully so you don't lose the support of your people while you're attacking your opponent or trying to make your principal look great. So Frakas Amadi, I had a long flight. I just got to JFK, New York, but I said let me do this video as per request. God bless you. But that's in Yako Lebe, Yako Lebe, Wala, and Samba, I see you. More fire, fuka.
Val Media Pinnacle Entertainment. Remark. More fire. Fuka.